PWHL Boston defender Sophie Jaques is all about firsts in women's hockey. She was the first black collegiate player to ever win the Patty Kazmaier Award and became the first black woman selected in the PWHL draft. She is also the first in the eyes of many girls trying to follow in her footsteps.
To have inspired the girls being at the game, it's like there's a greater purpose to being there.
Let's start with, what are your earliest hockey memories?
I think some of my earliest hockey memories for me are just skating on the outdoor rinks by my house. My neighbor across the street would always build a rink in his backyard, and I just remember us being out there for hours as kids and then like coming back inside to hot chocolate, and just so many good memories there.
How, or when actually, did your interest in civil engineering kind of spike?
In high school, I knew I loved math and science, and like that was kind of like, if you love math and science, like engineering's probably the right fit for you. And I actually went to college. I didn't know what type of engineering I wanted to do, so I actually started in mechanical engineering. And I took a few classes there, but then we had a first year class that kind of taught you about all the different types of engineering, and that's when I realized that civil was the one for me.
How did you decide between, graduating top of your class and returning for a fifth year to Ohio State?
I think one of the deciding factors for me was that I had got a really good opportunity on the academic side, and I actually was on fellowship for my final year, so I got to work on a lot of cool research. And then just on the hockey side, coming off such a great season, but still just how much Ohio State had grown in those 4 years, just continuing to want to give back to the program.
What did you feel, what did you think when you won the Patty Kazmaier?
I think I'm still in shock about it to this day. It was just a surreal moment, and it just felt incredible. I had a great group of people supporting me that season at Ohio State that I think made it possible. To be the first black woman to win it too, I think is a huge step, and just it goes to show to improving diversity within the sport of hockey.
How did you get involved with the Black Girl Hockey Club?
In my years at Ohio State, I honestly didn't realize it till later in my career that how much of a role model I'd become for some young girls, and just seeing them at our games and supporting me, and then realizing how many young girls out there, black girls, didn't have role models to look up to, just from there were some there, but there just was no visibility for them to see them. So once I graduated, that's when I decided I wanted to get more involved with Black Girl Hockey Club. And we had one camp in Toronto this past summer, and it was just incredible to see all the girls and how grateful they were just to know there's other girls out there that look just like them and are playing hockey, and to hopefully help them develop a support system and know that hockey is a safe sport for them to be playing.
What about being drafted by Boston in the PWHL?
That was incredible. That was another moment that I was, my parents were there in Toronto. It was kind of cool that it was in Toronto, where I grew up, ended up going back there for that moment. I was really happy to be chosen by Boston, just an incredible city and just known for its sports culture.
You haven't been in New England for too long. What are you feeling the vibe is? Do you feel the excitement around the Women's Hockey League?
Us getting out to the Bruins game was really cool to see the support there for us. Even I went out to some of the college games in Boston, and they get a lot of support too, so I'm really excited to see how things will turn out for our games.